Hello everybody. I bet this is the day y'all have been waiting for. That I finally get into creepypasta scaling. This is the day. This is where it all happens. I'm excited myself. I'm also gonna show you like random ass scans of creepypasta too. Man, I'm excited. So before we get into the cosmology, we're gonna obviously establish the canon. But before we establish this, um, I want to talk about some things. Um, where have I been? Why haven't I posted that creepypasta doc yet? Because I kind of canceled it. Yeah, I kind of canceled it. But I I'll actually do some I'll do some like cosmology for Sony, MCU, Undertale, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball, Roblox, uh SMG4, God of War, Sonic, all of that, and Mario. Yeah, I plan on doing all of these power scalings. So I know y'all a bit impatient. I get it. I get it. Y'all excited. My Jumbotron. This is just me discussing creepypasta cosmology, but you gotcha. Alright. What do you want, gang? Hold on. I might crash, so be prepared if I just randomly stop talking or leave. Because I kind of want to get this out the way because people have been waiting for this for a long time. And why I think it's the strongest in fiction, so I'm just gonna share that. Any minute now. Come on, join Jumbotron. Come on, Jumbotron. Don't be a silly. You're being a little silly right now. Come on. That's actually my bad. Who the fuck is Thomas? I'm killing myself.
It's me.
Bro, why do
It's
you have
it's
that profile
me,
picture on, bro?
bro.
What
So
the
I'm the
fuck?
dog. Hold on, let me
Shut.
see. I'm,
He's gonna come in here and get pissed. Why are you
bro,
outside?
I'm in school, bro. I'm cooked. I'm in PE, bro. That'd be making me run the mile, bro. I'm cooked.
Bro, I was just about to scale creepypasta cosmology and you're just
So,
outside? What the fuck?
I'm in PE, bro. I'm about to be running the mile, bro.
Alright, buddy. Whatever you say. Anyways, I am going to continue because this was highly anticipated. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Shall we? All right. I would like to establish the canonicity of these verses that I'm going to presuppose in my argumentation. So, I think creepypasta is connected to Backrooms, Trevor Henderson, SCP, and Cthulhu Mythos, and many other verses that are inherently connected to creepypasta. But why is that? Why? Who am I to assume these kinds of things? Well, so when we es- established the canon in creepypasta, which is defined as the fans, the wikis, the creators, and the direct confirmation, basically. So what I mean by this is that if a creepypasta writer
I'm in control now. Yes. I'm stuck at fucking PE, Aaron. What?
Are you serious?
What'd you say?
That
Speak English.
means that means my good girl.
Am I a good girl? That's what he said.
No, you're my good girl.
Fuck you.
What do you say, man? I'm joking. It doesn't
Nah, bro. You can take that literally, bro. Nah, bro.
Someone asked.
Nah, bro. I got my weapon.
Oh,
Boink.
I got mine too.
You know, I just realized there's little spike flowers on this, so I could just critical damage to that man real quick. Is this a good back scratcher? Am I recording? No, I'm on live.
Are you?
So the person left, so I have control of the stream.
Oh, is it orange?
No, hell no.
Oh,
My friend.
oh.
Gonna stab you real quick.
No.
I turned that boy to a sharp point. Whippity boppity, get off my property.
No. What?
Vada Kedavra. I just scratched your laptop.
Hey, hey, Aaron, try guessing what this word means. The Japanese again. Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, Aaron, listen, you're not freaky, Aaron. You're just Diddy. Aaron, listen to me.
I tried adding.
Aaron, listen, you're not freaky, you're just Diddy.
Fuck.
You're Diddy.
I should add like point.
Blake Snell started off the mound for the Dodgers, pitched 6 innings with 11 strikeouts.
This
Next batter,
Aaron, I'm about to stab you with this. Next shot.
We stop.
Yes.
I am terribly sorry. My computer crashed and it might crash again. Again, I am terribly sorry. If it does crash again, I owe you guys another fucking stream today. Anyways, so when we think of creepypasta Canon City. Canon City is defined by the fans, wikis, creators, and the direct confirmation. What I mean by this is that if a creepypasta writer creates a story, like a creepypasta story, that story is now officially canon. The fans can also have a creepypasta accepted as canon, meaning that even if a pasta is like a creepypasta is removed off the main wiki, it's still canon because the fandom usually keeps them canon, and the creepypasta has multiple, if not so many fucking wikis. It doesn't have the main wiki, but it just has several wikis that act as the main wiki. So you can say even if a pasta is removed off of one of the creepypasta wikis, it's still canon due to the other wikis containing it. This is just how the creepypasta canon works. So this is a question that I often get. The only real way for a creepypasta to no longer be canon, well, how is that possible if you're already saying it? It's if the fandom no longer recognizes it or no longer wants it to be canon, which has happened several times. Then finally, if a author confirms a character to be a creepypasta, then such as the case of Orn the Absolute, then that character is a part of creepypasta. Since Orin's author Crimson Bionet confirmed Orin to be a part of creepypasta, which means Orin is a part of creepypasta, though he already was, but he was taken off the wikis for some stupid fucking reason. So he will always be accepted as part of the creepypasta official canon, even been before Crimson said it. But that pretty much sealed Orin as a creepypasta. And in each of the infinite layered hierarchies, all works and fanfictions are confirmed canon to their respect, respective hierarchy in the cosmology, kind of like Hypertime in DC. Multiple canons exist, describing multiple stories, which are all canon to the canons. But people like to say this could be debunked because that story can mean this, that story can mean this. I'm literally saying that everything is connected in canon. I will actually show scans for this now. All right, so the first scan that I'm going to pull up is this. So basically, I'm gonna put this right here. It says right here. This category is rather a way to categorize pastas that have been accepted on the main creepypasta website. The fandom usually calls accepted pastas across the franchise as canon, which kind of seals my point. And if y'all want a multiple stories, multiple canons exist, there you go. It's kind of easy, isn't it? And here's the basically how it works like hypertime. You know what I mean? So so there you go. That's one of the canons of creepypasta. Oh yeah, here's the part where Orin is creepypasta. Yeah. I know this kind of seems like power scaling slop, but womp fuckity womp. You can go kill yourself if you think it's power scaling slop, even though it kind of is. But you know what I mean. Anyways, now that we have established um the creepypasta canon city, y'all ready? What y'all been waiting for? The fucking creepypasta cosmology. Oh yeah. I like to add that the canon of creepypasta would also indirectly include Backrooms, SCP, Trevor Henderson, and Cthulhu Mythos, and any other verses that's connected to it. So yeah. All right. So I'll be scaling these verses now. All right. So the let's see now. So we all know that space times exist within the fucking universe. Like they describe universes, or rather space time, as a fourth dimensional structure, which would rhyme with the Minkowski space time. So that's nice. All right. So why does this matter? Yeah, why does this matter? So you know how should I say this? Um when we say like hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm kind of being a little sped right now. Could you debunk Scalar at debunk SCP found it? Yeah, that's what I'm literally doing in here, buddy. Don't worry. I got you. Anyways. Alright, so we all know that the space times are like fucking fourth dimensional, all that kind of shit. So what I was going to make a point on is what I was going to make a point, it's like it would have like a time axis that would dwarf everything inside of the universe, like similar to like the physical fourth dimensional temporal dimensions that dwarf everything inside of it within an infinite snapshot, basically. So just space time alone just dwarfs completely everything that I say for like within the fucking realms, but not really. That's a little rat though. So, we established that there's a fourth dimensional space-time. Um, in creepypasta, space-time is made up of a string theory, basically. Yeah, SCP is connected to creepypasta. So, creepypasta has string theory, basically, which is basically 11D, which would make space-time 11D because it has to do with spiral and temporal dimension type shit, you know what I mean? So each space-time or universe is 11th dimensional bare minimum, which would make anybody who scales to a space-time or the universe fucking high complex multi. Um I kind of want to get to the point on just space times before we get to the universes, if you know what I mean. All right. All right. So when we look at the space time within fucking Trevor Henderson, which I proved is canon, each space time has like metaphysical barriers, believe it or not. And since space time has metaphysical barriers, there'd be like inaccessible metaphysical gaps in between them, if you know what I mean. I'll show you the scan real quick. Don't worry. Let me find it. Um. Uh. Here you go. Hopefully, I don't crash again though. But yeah, here you go. The oh wait, fuck. There we go. The journalist performs the ritual from memory and enters the metaphysical barrier between time and space. So she, as you probably guessed, things get creepy and unsettling there. So this basically means that each space-time within the universes are they have metaphysical barriers in between them. So each space-time would like have metaphysical inaccessible gaps in between them. So yeah. And for SCP Cosmo, there's an infinite fractal hierarchy of space times, which would mean that or rather, space times, like the higher space time views the last as fucking fiction. So that would be pretty OP, and I think that would just be like high 1T plus bare minimum. With these space times having infinite conceptual, spiritual, mental, conceptual planes, even an upper plane that contains every concept, which I will be sending in a second. Give me a second. Alright, come over here. Each universe has a infinite fractal hierarchy of space-time and mass, energy, and which functions on the theory of everything having multiple planes: physical, mental, spiritual, and conceptual, basically. Which is right here. For each level of space-time, there would be the number of planes: physical, mental, spiritual, and conceptual. These planes they can interact, interpretate, and interact with each other, which would gain like these planes with a certain like power manipulation. I can't describe it though. But yeah. So now that we established that each space-time is in a infinite fractal hierarchy, or infinite stacked fractal hierarchy of space-times, which view the last as fiction as they're stacked, and they're a hierarchy, so obviously. And each of these space-times would have like metaphysical inaccessible gaps in between them, which would go for mass energy. So yeah. That's kind of cool. Anyways, moving on. As for the final thing about creepypasta's space-time, there's a there's a realm called hell. And hell basically um redefines all understanding concepts of space and time. Why is this important? So you can make a you can make an argument that every concept of space and time that exists, or every possible concepts of space and time that actualize within creepypasta, such as like, you know. So what I'm going to argue for this is that how should I say? Yeah. So the term all would mean every concept of space and time that exists, meaning that this includes abstract concepts of space and time such as dimensionality, um, abstract mathematical models, dimensionality, cardinality, platonic. Ooh, platonic space time. Where have we gone through that? Also, this is consistent as since I'm kind of retarded right now, but this is consistent because if these concepts are being redefined within hell, which would include abstract mathematical models along with abstract concepts such as the abstract concept of space, dimensionality, cardinality. So so basically, they have no ontological value or quality within hell, basically. But just because you have all concepts doesn't mean it redefines all concepts. It's transcendental to it. I literally just explained that they're in an infinite fractional fucking hierarchy. That views the last as fiction. All right, so I wanted to explain why Platonic concepts of space and time are actually what's it called, reliable within this situation. I mean, the scale. Okay, so we all know the Platonic concepts are like how should I explain it? Because I don't want to go too jargonized because some of you guys don't understand. So when we think of Platonic concepts, um Platonic concepts are totality, holistic, and undifferentiable, and perfect and unchanged and abstract and unmutable, metaphysical. And since like Powerscaling Wiki defines tier zero as a holistic self that contains all that can come from a particular ontology and the complement of the domain of that ontology, what can be considered the basis or what transcendence or transcends it, which is basically what the Platonic concepts are, but there's actually more to this. So when we think of the idea of good, basically what I'm going to be arguing, the idea of good is something that wait, hold on, let me get the scans. Hold on a minute. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm fumbling the bag, but I hope you guys like this shit. Um Not fumbling the bad as this scale is bad. It's just I'm not kind of used to this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Where the fuck is it? Sorry, it's taking so long. All right. Sorry. Anyways, the idea of good, according to Platonism, is a transcendental and perfect form or concept that is the embodiment of all good and virtuous. So in the on the like the idea of good being a perfect individual concept is unified within the ultimate reality or God, meaning it is not separate or distinct from the essence or nature of God. So in other words, the idea of good is part of the very being and nature in God, rather than being a separate entity or aspect. If I'm right, SCP is connected to a creepypasta via yeah, I literally just explained. I could actually add consistency. Anyways, here's some scans that proves my point that Platonic concepts of space and time are tier zero. Better pause this and read this good, cause I'm not fucking waiting. Oh shit. Whoopsie. I'm so autistic today. There we go. I have like Opera GX now, so So there's your proof that the Platonic concepts of space and time would be tier zero, since they form up with the idea of good, basically. All right. So in conclusion, um, each space time is the all understanding concepts of space and time, which would include the abstract mathematical concepts, the cardinality, the the dimensionality, the philosophy, Platonic, which would make each one space time tier zero. So that's nice. But whoa, there's more. Um, each of these, there's an infinite amount of space times via a infinite fractal hierarchy of space times, and these space times viewed at last as non-existent in fiction, basically. So that's kind of cool. So like the space time within the universe is tier zero. That's cool. That's awesome. But what if I told you there's realms that are even beyond space time itself? The spirit realms. What is the spirit realms? The spirit realms is a realm that holds spirits, such as spiritualism, basically. When we go to the a day of eternity, which is what I'm going to show right here, just give it a second. It's loading. Come on, load. You're making me sad. Okay, this is low-key pissing me off. But anyways, the scan has. Oh wait, it's loading. A day of eternity. Hold on. There it is. There it is. So we're going to the day of eternity. Here's the spirit realms, which transcend space and time, and they're basically infinite in size. So these realms, being infinite in size, would make the universe infinite, basically, essentially. And since these spirits inhabit these spirit realms, we can deduce they at least scale to it. Why? Why do they scale to it? That's the problem, man. Why do they scale to it? Well, my friend, I'll tell you why. So, basically, if something is like like let's take like the void from Trevor Henderson an example. All right. So the void is a non-concrete. Anything opposed to concreteness is abstract. So abstract objects are external to spiral temporality. So the void is atemporal and aspatial. And since Cartoon Cat and Siren Head pertain to the void, if something is eternal to spacetime p actotendent, it can't pertain to the void. Coincident, as aspiral temporality by definition dominates no pertains to space and time. Q is false when regarding Cartoon Cat and Siren Head as therefore from the void, therefore they're external to spiral temporality. This is a logical inference as is denied the coincident. So everything external to spiral temporality either subspeeds dimensionality or is subverted as inferior to it. Since Cartoon Cat and Siren Head are capable of actualizing a physical form, something of a 0D magnitude is not accredited to execute such feat. Through just disjunctive syllogism, we can extrapolate that Cartoon Cat and Siren Head supersedes dimensionality itself. We can apply this to the spirits from the spiritual realm or spirit realms. Since there's going to be an infinite amount of spirit realms that are infinite in size that transcend space and time, which would include the concepts of space and time, all understanding concept of it would make one spirit realm at a tier 0 level as well, since that's basically the limit for as you can go. Unless I apply beyond tiering measures. You want to do that, guys? We'll put this as like a beyond tiering, I guess, since it's beyond tier 0 structures and all that yada yada. Anyways, now that we established that there's spirit realms that are transcending space and time, which would include the platonic concepts of space and time, we could now move on to the other realms within the universe, heaven and hell. Heaven and hell are abstract laws of existence that exist conceptually. I got you. Here you go. What about heaven and hell? They exist as infinite abstract laws of existence and are concepts. So, hell is infinitely layered, which will be important later because this is OP as fuck. It says suicide in his home before the patient died. He revealed to the doctor his experience in hell. He described hell as an infinite strand of layers. He explained them in detail and said he only made it through 5. So that kind of establishes that the hell has infinite layers, basically. And why is all of this important? Yeah, this is a creepypasta page. This is canon. I don't know why, but And I'm not even fucking done here, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, it says that the world is made out of layers. These layers are infinite, so each layer within hell is infinite and contains infinite lower layers, thus an infinite dimensional hierarchy. So hell is an infinite dimensional hierarchy of layers. And since each layer has its own foundation leading to new concepts, each too contains all possibilities. That's going to be important later. Really, really important because I'm going to combine model realism and extended model realism. So, yeah. And each layer is infinitely higher than the ones below it, seeing the lower ones as mere fiction as they manifest in different forms, such as books, pieces, game boards, etc., which is kind of crazy. Each one also has had boundaries into it, more and more limitations imposed upon them. So these boundaries apply to time and space, law, and possibility. And these layers are actually fucking abstract. It says with each layer in the higher, the world becomes less concrete and more abstract, for it has less boundaries, becoming more abstract until it reaches a point of complete formless in the realm beyond, which we'll go with later. All worlds below a layer are like unto fiction, and fully under control, fully under perceived by higher beings. Okay. So higher beings are able to entirely perceive and control all lower levels in their entirety, but the lower upon the hierarchy of layers ones, the less capable they are of this controlation through the tridimensional world is the lowest for these powers vanish, leaving one ignorant of lower worlds basically. And we create and they're basically saying um I'll actually establish that we are pataphysical offers within creepypasta. These are is describing pataphysical offers being creating worlds, creating layers through writing and images. Through our perception is limited, but our control is great. Let me justify this real quick. Pataphysical offers. Here you go. It says the metafictional realm is filled with pataphysical authors who fulfill their job and the part of the cosmology. To summarize, that these authors are literally us. We are technically a creepypasta. We are we are the ruler of the universe, basically. So since these pataphysical authors created everything, basically, with with them being also metafictional, because you know they also view like completely everything that I said as 2D, which is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. They view everything I said as 2D. Oh, I love creepypasta. Anyways, let's continue. Hold on. I got someone joining the stream today. Hello, Vant.
Yo, what up?
Well, I'm just scaling creepypasta cosmology so people stop downplaying it.
Ah, okay.
Um, it's low key like going good so far. How are you been, man?
Yeah, I've been great.
Nice. All right. Since we established the layers, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's more. Let me see. Yeah, Realm Beyond. I forgot we got established Realm Beyond. Hold on, let me share my screen. Warning, these are power scaling slot, but I don't give a fuck. That's what creepypasta is. That's how beautiful it is. Anyways, so basically, these realms exist beyond the layers that we establish. They are an endless expanse of complete abstraction, free from any laws for definition, containing all lower layers and mating through them, basically. The throne of primogators. So, they're like different things. They're not the void, basically. The realm is beyond all comprehension. It has no concrete void, much like the void. But through the void is a realm pure existence. It is all the void is none, basically. So basically, this realm is beyond Kabbalah. You want to know why Kabbalah is actually a fucking great thing to scale to tier 0?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so when we say like Kabbalah, the official hold on, let me look up the tiering system for Powerscaling Wiki because they actually admit themselves in the tier that that it has to do with Kabbalah. Hold on. Look at this shit, bro. Let me go to theosophical background right here. This is the Kabbalah right here. Oh shit. I'm lagging.
Oh,
Oh no. I'm lagging. Okay, there we go. I'm lagging so much, my bad. So basically this is these are Kabbalah this entire thing is about Kabbalah basically. So basically this I got 5 people in here. This is peak.
fiction. See, Jumbotron went live in class.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. Anyway, since we established that this realm is beyond Kabbalah itself and beyond all the layers, it is abstract. It's beyond all comprehension, which replaced this realm tier 0 again. Yeah, I want to say beyond tiering, but I don't want to look like a fucking low tier. You know what I mean?
You-
Anyways, what else should I establish? Oh yeah, Since we established that there's like infinite kinds of realms, worlds, you know, all that, let's establish the dimensions or universes. So there's infinite timelines within universes, which is kind of self-explanatory. Let me get the scan though. If my Discord even loads. Ah shit, I'm lagging. Alright, here you go. So right here the scan describes that there's infinite number of dimensions that coexist next to each other like pages of a book, which is in context of universes. And where's that timeline scan?
Resonator, brand new special weapon coming to Black Ops 6 game.
Where the fuck is it? Oh. I don't know why I'm so fucking laggy. Holy shit.
Alright, question. Who's the worst debater you ever debated?
Who's the worst debater I ever debated?
Yep.
There's this guy called Godzilla is mid. Even though we don't debate, you want to know what he says?
What?
Destroying a building is multiversal.
The fuck?
I'm not joking.
That's the most bad shit I ever heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to establish what the space times. All of these planes of existence, all these planes that I described for the time space times are all stacked on each other, and something stacked would have like a qualitative superiority over the last. So there's an infinite like conceptual, spiritual, physical, mental transcendence over each fucking plane because that's what they're described as, which is kind of OP as fuck. Oh yeah, it also describes uh many worlds interpretation because it says there's an infinite number of them. Every time you make a decision, another one is created. I'm pretty sure this is in context of planes, so we can just deduce them to be planes. But even though many worlds interpretation exists within creepypasta as universes, multiverses, etc., I'll justify them later. Anyways, these this scan right here. What does this mean? Um, this scan right here is proving that they're like the universes are completely transcendental to the they're completely transcendental to everything that's up to what dimensionality they are, which they're lowballed they're the concepts of extra spiral dimensions. See right here. The fourth dimension or fourth dimensional, whatever you want to call it, has contextuality. It's not just like the actual geometrical dimension. It's based on the concept of extra spiral dimensions or spatial. Where would you scale that personally? All right. So there's an infinite amount of dimensions within a creepypasta, which describes all of these dimensions as infinite and endless and higher dimensions. Ow, fuck. There are some scans. All right. So I want to get this out the way. Um, People are saying Zalgo is 2D because he's bounded by a comic book. That's kind of retarded. And each universe has an infinite hierarchy of dimensions, basically. They literally spammed the term infinite hierarchies, and it's kind of making me mad, but whatever. Each universe is transfinite in size. Not, but each universe is infinite in size. They work as a transfinite recursion. Transfinite means basically counting past infinite, where we get to ordinals, where we get to w plus 1, w plus 2, w plus 3, etc. Till you get w over w until then on, all of that, It's basically like this. Each universe is a simulation which doesn't fucking debunk anything because they're saying this debunks creepypasta when it doesn't. Vant,
Yeah,
who is the worst debater you debated?
I I don't debate, but I just hang out around debaters.
Oh, okay. I'm just
And
showing
speaking of
them
that,
chance.
my friend Tom,
Yeah.
he said he's taking a break for debating.
Oh yeah. I hope he I hope he feels better, man.
Yeah.
After everything that happened.
Yup.
Alright guys, it's time for the most OP part about universes. Yay, there's an infinite amount of universes that transcend each other in the hierarchy at the top of each universe, so each universe is in an infinite stacked hierarchy again. They literally spammed the term infinite fucking hierarchies. Yay. Let's see now. Oh yeah. Universes are also type 4 multiverses in creepypasta, which is cool because you want to know why? Creepypasta, I mean not creepypasta. Type 4 multiverses are broken as fuck in in terms of philosophy and mathematical shit because if we really think about what a type 4 multiverse is, it contains every possible mathematical thing. You want to know what that literally includes technically? Mathematical Neoplatonism and mathematical Platonism, which literally works as the same as Neoplatonism and Platonism, which we both described as tier 0. Because Platonism has to do with the idea of good, which is abstract, unchanging, undifferentable. They're totally holistic and undifferentiated, basically. And let's see now. Hold on. Since these since we established all those, we're gonna move on to that each universe is described that it's as its own hierarchy, which with its own stories and realms. So story universes are entire narratives because they're stories. Narratives derived from the word stories, basically. And since that narratives exists as in measurable cardinal sets. So they would just exist as immeasurable cardinal sets. And yes, the collective unconscious exists. Wow! You want to know what I can do for this? Collective unconscious is defined as containing all metaphysical statements, all of mythology, all of life expressions based on a psychological premise, and all of philosophy. Um, all metaphysical statements would include cosmology, basically. So, if it also includes cosmology, philosophy can also derive from theology, basically. So, collective unconscious contains every cosmological theory and every theology. So, each universe would contain all of mythology, all of philosophy, all of theology, all of cosmological structures, all of life expressions based on a psychological premise. It would also include Taoism, which is also tier 0. It's also blatantly stated in the power scaling tiering system. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, so we already know that the universe contains all of its realms and practically transcends it because the universe houses them. The universe is also described as beyond infinite in size. And since that they're described as beyond infinite in size, we can deduce that they're what's they're malocardinal in size. Yeah. And universes contain pataphysics and philosophy and how sorry, a void from the philosophy. What is the void in philosophy? The void in philosophy encompasses the ideas of nothingness and emptiness, meaning it encompasses the conceptual and abstraction of nothingness and emptiness, basically. And since something is absent of completely everything and people can exist within these things or void, they would have to be on a higher level besides 0D. So yeah. Alright, here's something completely broken in its power scaling slop. Universes contain set theory, Cantor's math, Jungian and archetypes, Neoplatonic theory of the macrocosm, Plato's theories of forms, Lucian geometry, Max Tegmark's type 4, occult autonomy, and Einstein's theory of everything. Which is fucking OP as hell. Before we start, I know y'all are confused. You don't know what's happening. Let's look up what occult autonomy is. Occult autonomy is just explaining the how should I say? It's hold on. It's a historical concept that basically examines human body as a macrocosm of a universal spiritual and energetic principle rather than a purely physical form. So, yeah. What is the Neoplatonic theory of the macrocosm? Then the macrocosm is it posits a hierarchical interconnected universe in a single ultimate reality that expresses itself on significant level lowers of being. The cosmos macrocosm is mirrored into human being microcosm. So yeah, these are all OP in all of its aspects. So since we established that wait, hold on, let me go to the story. Hold on. I'm almost done. I'm loading the Omnigist theory, which basically has OP scaling as well.
Holy,
What?
it was OP.
Yeah, I say that a lot.
Fucking powerful.
Creepypasta's lowest structure, which is space-time, is already at a fucking tier 0 level, bro. Which is like the highest tier you can get. So these realms are inaccessible to average humans, basically. And it's in there's infinite areas that exist all around us that is beyond the realms of human comprehension. You want to know what's funny? Humans in creepypasta can metaphysically and platonically think a true platonic being into fucking existence. So I'm gonna show this real quick. Anyways, the scientific backing on the tuple effect, basically the ideal of it, humans created beings in their minds that is perfectly plausible. As you see, on our own, a single human has a power, blah 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 blah. So basically, it's describing humans having subjective reality that is on a true platonism level, basically. So our subjective reality level is fucking tier 0 again. This I can't. I have to stop saying tier 0. It's funny though. Anyways,
Zero isn't like stronger or weaker.
stronger. That's the highest tier you can get. You can watch my stream if you wanna go back on to see why I think that. And since a creepypasta universe contains infinite hierarchical layered constructs, and as each construct transcends the other by an infinite conceptual amount, creating an immense layered stack, these constructs over the meta plane sustain to infinite possibilities, variations, combinations, as well as endless decisions, probabilities, and outcomes, etc., etc. These said constructs are affirming the calculating of cardinality numbers, thus blah blah blah. So what else? Oh, anyways, set theory and string theory exist on the separate planes of existence, basically, right here. Hold on, someone's texting me.
Small mixed up.
I'm back.
All right.
Shower right now.
Anyways, so as we established that set theory and string theory exist on separate planes, they're basically paradoxical concepts in this kind of context. It also universes also contain materialism, Neoplatonism, and basically monism, collective unconscious archetype theories, which are soon actualized, as we've proven, quantum mechanics, Elucius theory, and Schrodinger's cat. Right here, I'm pretty sure this is the Jungian archetype. Yeah. Yeah, this story right here is where you read it. A white horse is where Jungian archetypes are from. Um, Schrodinger's patient is where Schrodinger's cat or quantum mechanics existed. Occultation is I'm pretty sure um what's it called? Oh yeah, Elucidator's identity. And there are many more, basically. Plato's famous cave exists, Nirvana exists, all of that. I actually just shared this tab where I'm scripting because I'm ass at explaining. Alright, so this story right here, the prime and the infinite, well, I need to fucking fix that because, this would include a concept called Ensoft. Ensoft has to do with Kabbalah stuff, and since existentialism or existentialism, um, which basically means epistemological nihilism. What is this concept? Epistemological nihilism postulates that all concepts that are within our knowledge, like epistemology is within our knowledge, like say our knowledge on philosophy, our knowledge on theology, our knowledge on the concepts of space and time, our knowledge on this, and that, and that, blah, 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 would all be beyond, all would be transcended by epistemological nihilism. While also that while universes contain Gödel's incompleteness theorem, epistemological nihilism, omni-be violence in a theological context, which would postulate that it's beyond the problem of evil within philosophy, that it's beyond all nominal categories, or beyond all nominal categories. Existentialism, Whitehead's becoming, Liberian will, Hobbesian argumentation, Kantian, Namimia, and soft Buddhist emptiness, Charles Hardstone, dipolar logic, logical positivism, Berkeley's perceiving, Libyan's monad, and Hegelian being, all within these stories. So yeah. In creepypasta, every logical possibility exists. All possibilities are observed in universes. Every real and not real possibility, every illogical, even impossible possibilities exist in the universe. Basically, contain all possible and impossible. Basically, it contains any possible and impossible logic, which would state that logic that exists can just be in creepypasta. Meaning that all of these possibilities and impossibilities are actualized into possible and impossible worlds, which would mean all concepts of model realism and all concepts of extended model realism. Each dimension with dimension. So basically, it's universes within universes, conceptually. And it's basically a higher spiral temporal realm within it. Set theory, string theory, and anything in its set. So it's anything within the universe is conceptual, basically. Let me get it. I'm kind of overwhelmed, but whatever. Here you go. So since they also everything within the universe is a set, and anything within the universe is like conceptual, which would mean anything within the universe is the concept of set, which would have to do with type for multiverses. So anything within the universe is a type for multiverses, and they contain structures beyond the concepts of dimensionality. There you go. Alright, here we go. Every universe is conceptually transcending the next one below it for an infinite amount of time. Each of these universes is an infinite layered hierarchy, with each layer conceptually transcending the next, each layer being an incountable, infinitely higher layered hierarchy that views the others as fiction and art. Each universe is an abstract realm that conceptually transcends the other. Each one views the universe below as fiction with infinite layers within them. Each one views the other as fiction with an infinite hierarchy. Universes fit. Here you go.
So basically, any creepypasta character can be any anime character.
Yeah,
Damn.
and I'm still lowballing. That's kind of sad. This is just a single universe. Layers are infinite in size, and layers inaccessibly and conceptually transcend other layers. Basically, layers viewing each other as fictional, inaccessible, and conceptually transcending the other in a beyond cardinality amount. They're also mathematical. Their layers are mathematical sets, and the layers are basically beyond comprehension and infinite size, containing infinite amount of possibilities. Fuck! I hit my hand. So each atom that's stacked on each other are completely beyond the next one. We established with no coherence of causality or act causality, an entire fucking planets and creepypasta are infinite universes containing the concepts of space and time. Anyways, so planets and creepypasta are tier 0. Holy shit. I'm gonna make this quick. Hold on, let me see how much is in here. Fuck.
Oh my god, tier 0 creepypastas?
Yep.
They're even stronger than
Holy
Archie Sonic.
shit. I can do this, bro. There's so much. I just got through the universe's cosmology. Now I have to go through the multiverse, omniverses, Garden of Red, and omniverses. Alright. I'm gonna continue to stream tomorrow. Well, thank you for looking at the universe's cosmology with me. Unless you want to, wait. Actually,
Unless you want to downplay it.
people love downplaying creepypasta. They say it has no canon. Like, what? I might as well just get this out the way. Alright. Now, this is through my understanding. These scans might be fake. I don't know. These are through my unlimited knowledge. So there's an infinite universes with infinite time flows. They're created of again within existence every second. A living upper dimensional layers of universes, pocket dimensions, axioms, the past, and magical dream worlds. There's also pataphysical and metaphysical worlds and planes beyond science itself. Science would include scientific concepts of space and time. Jesus Christ, concepts of space and time are everywhere. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for Trevor Henderson universes. So universes have the theory of everything in metaphysics. There's also infinite alphs in a single layer of a dimension. That's crazy. And it applies to infinite higher dimensions in a single universe. And since there's an infinite universe contains more than infinite dimensions that reach alpha null and onwards. Each universe has metaphysical backbones, contains platonic concepts. Each universe embodies Plato's theory and metaphysics. Each universe possesses concepts, metaphysics, mathematical structures, and other concepts comprehensible to other universes. I will do all of this fucking later. Out of infinity is tier 0. Alright. Now I kind of want to do backrooms cosmology, but we're going to do that tomorrow. Alright.
Possibly.
What the
What is it?
What are you watching?
Nothing.
Hope I'll see you on the next stream. Bye bye. Next stream, part 2 on the creepypasta cosmology.